Hi guys, welcome back to Wendy's World Show Season 2. Today I'm gonna be joined by King Urban. In any ways, while I'm gonna invite him to the live, let me just play his music. Anyway guys, I hope you all enjoy it while I try to invite him as well. Guys, the song is actually lit. Like, I've been listening to the song since the day we started following each other. The day I met him online, I was like, damn, this song is actually so good. Okay, I see you. I'm gonna add you now. I'm supposed to add you. Give me 2 minutes. You have no request. Guys, the song is actually so good. I literally just sent you a request now. Let's see if we get it. Hi. Can you see me? Cause I can see you. It's quite dark. Hi guys, welcome back to Wendy's World Season 2. If you're just joining us, I'm just waiting for my guys to join me, and while I'm doing that, I might just play his music. Ever since I just met it online, it has been so amazing. He was trying to join me before. I don't know what happened, so I'm gonna send him another request. Okay, I see your request. I see your request, Jenna babe. I'll send you. Hi.
Hey, what's good?
I'm good, and you? What's good? For a minute, I thought
I'm doing
maybe
great. How are you doing?
I'm
Yeah, I'm
alright.
sorry
Yeah,
about that. I was just trying to come back. How
no
are you?
problem. I'm fine. Good. How's things over
Good, good.
there? You're in Dubai, right?
Everything's, yeah, I'm in Dubai at the moment.
Okay, cool.
How's Ireland today?
Oh, dark, a bit cold. Yeah, to
Okay.
be honest, because it's going to autumn now, so you can't tell the difference between 2 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Everything is just the same.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. So how's everything over there?
So I hope you had a good day.
Music, why?
Everything's
What?
good. Yeah, music is good.
Okay.
Music is good.
All right. I think
Yeah.
half of the people here
Oh,
are from your side, and anyways, for now.
yeah, I guess so.
See if it's my connection or if it's my connection is good. Is it my connection or yours?
I'm not sure, but I can hear you now.
Okay, you can hear me now. Okay, so I was just asking if you can do like a little bit of introduction for everyone to get to know you.
Okay, yeah. So, my name is. I'm a singer. I'm a rapper,
Good,
songwriter as
yeah.
well, and
Oh.
yeah, I'm Nigerian as well, proudly Nigerian.
You actually don't look Nigerian. I don't know why. You don't look Nigerian.
I don't Nigerian.
Oh no, you don't.
Wow.
Like you kind of have
Where
the
do you think?
Ghanaian look.
What do?
I never tell you that before.
Wow.
Yeah, you
You know,
do.
every time I meet people, they always have like perception of where they think I'm from. But I'm Nigerian from Delta State. Uh,
Oh wow,
I was
that's the
born in
state.
Kaduna. Yeah, yeah, from
Oh
Delta State. I was
wow.
born in Kaduna, and then I grew up in Lagos. So I'm fully Nigerian. There's nothing Ghanaian about me. I mean, no disrespect to the Ghanaians,
Nigeria to the
anyways,
core.
but
Okay.
I'm fully
Okay.
Nigerian. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay, so one thing, yeah, we all know Nigerians love to go to Dubai. Can you just tell us like a little bit about the country? Like, what can you say about Dubai? Because I know I should say
Okay.
99% of the people I know, they're always looking about if they're not going there to work, they're like, oh, I'm going there and all of this. What is it about the country? I know you don't live there, but just give us an hint.
Yeah, I mean, it's I mean, everyone knows like it's an Islamic country, so
Okay.
um,
Yeah, yeah.
but then it's open to people. It's a tourist country. I think it's an amazing place, beautiful place to be in. You get to meet a lot of
Okay.
nice people and a lot of
Okay.
Nigerians here. So if you're a Nigerian and you come out here, I mean, you will get to network with your fellow Nigerians as well. So I mean, it's a beautiful place. For me, I think it's a beautiful place. For an Islamic country, I think it's quite open to the people, and so it's amazing. If you want to come out here, but just make sure coming out here, you have your situation straight up. That's all I can say.
Okay,
But
for
it's a beautiful
someone with
place for
your
sure.
career as well, what would you say? Like, it would be a good place for you to promote your music and all of that?
I mean, for me, I think you can do music from anywhere. You know,
Okay.
it just depends on the people you have around you, depend on the kind of music you're making as well, and depend on how accessible your music can be to your fans as well. So for me, I mean, I think you can do music from anywhere, but I think eventually, if your music starts to kick off really big, you might have to like
Yeah.
go back to the people. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think for
Yeah.
me, as soon as I got into Dubai, like the first month, I already found like a studio. I started working, and that put music out as well. So it's not really a big problem working out here.
Oh,
And you have access to really amazing studios out here. So your sound quality would definitely step up a notch when you're
all
out
right.
here working.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. So what really got you into music though? Was it like when
What
you were
got me into
younger,
music?
you had the passion for it? What got you into music? Because I've heard this
Everyone
person
when
I interviewed last time, he was telling me he got into music, yeah, because he used to be a troublesome person in school. And then his teacher would be like,
oh
okay,
wow.
just okay, let your anger out. So he pushed his own anger
Oh
into
no
music.
no
That
no.
was how he started growing music. So what got you into music?
Well, that's not the case for me. I mean, I
Okay.
think from a young age, I've always been like an artistic person, right? I've
Okay.
been into arts, even though I ended up in sciences. I'd always love art. Like I love to draw. I love
Yeah.
to tell stories. Like I remember when I was growing up, I used to write stories with my older sister. So for music, I love music. But my parents were really like big on music. Like my mom used to play a lot of records and my dad as well. So I always enjoyed it. I always enjoyed listening to the music. And then when I started, like when I grew older, I mean into my teenage years, I just wanted to do it more. I felt like I wanted to do it more, but I didn't get the opportunity to start doing music until I got to college. And then like I met my first producer. And the funny story is like when we met, like it wasn't like I was already doing music or I told him I wanted to do music. It was just the fact that he just looked at me and he's like, I think you got like the aura of someone who can do music. He was just trying to. It felt
Uh,
like I looked like a marketable artist. He didn't know if I could do music. So I told him I was
oh,
like,
okay.
yeah, man, I've always wanted to do music. So he was like, go write yourself a song and then come and we'll work on it. So I remember at that time I used to like write lyrics on
Yeah.
Facebook, with a couple of my friends, and then
Yeah.
I wrote my first song. We recorded the first song. To be honest, I wasn't comfortable like going to the studio for the first time. I was kind of naive. I was kind of tense. But I recorded the song, and to my surprise, people around me in the studio were like, "Wow, the song sounds good." But I wasn't really sure about it for myself because I was expecting, something really dope. But I had to realize fast that it would take a longer time for you to like master your craft, learn
Yeah.
how to, write songs that would appeal to the people and everything. But amazingly, the song did well at the time. He got me
Yeah. Yeah.
a bit of record pool. They could listen to my kind of song. And from scratch, I'd always been into Afro tune. Like I'd always been, you know, my music has always had so much African influence in it because that's how I grew up. I mean, before I started listening to the foreign music, it was African music like my
Yeah.
parents used to play at home. From my mom used to be like a big fan of, Shino Peters. My dad would play some Fela tunes. So that was what I
Yeah.
incorporated into my music at the time. So yeah, I did my first record. It was good. And then I recorded the second song still in college, and I started performing in college at the time. I schooled in Kaduna. So I was performing
Oh,
from
okay.
clubs, I was going to events, I was performing in school. And then I got associated with my management team, HCO Music. I mean, they literally just saw me doing my stuff on Facebook, and they wanted to get involved. So in 2011, they kind of signed like a deal with myself. They're based in the
Yeah.
US, so they signed a deal with me, and then we started working on music. We started recording a lot of songs. It took a long time
Yeah.
for me to eventually like drop an official song, because I was basically trying to work on my craft to make sure that my music was at the point where I feel like I can give it out to the people. So yeah, that's like my little storyline from how I got into music. So it wasn't like I was singing in church or any of those things. No, it was just
Oh, right,
love
right.
and interest in art in general, just not music, just art, like movies, art, music, and every other thing that has to
Because
do
I
with
have to
art.
say, when I
Just
listened to, I was like, why is it not popular yet? That was the first thing I said. And then when I was
say that
playing it
again.
to my friends as well,
I didn't get
when
that.
I was listening to Bam Bam,
Okay, Bam
yeah,
Bam,
I
yeah.
was saying to myself, yeah, I was like, why is this song not popular yet? Like, even the beat and everything. So I played to a few of my friends as well. And they were like,
Yeah.
who's this? I was like, oh, we just met on social media. And before you know, you're going to start listening to it now. So just so you know, I got you some new listeners already. Because the song was so good. So I'm like, what is going on? So which brought me to, how would you describe the Nigerian music industry? Especially for like upcoming
I
artists.
think yeah, at this moment, I mean, the industry is like a blessing. That's all I can say, because you can see how fast the industry is growing. It's like literally say like arguably the biggest music industry in the world right now. Because
Yeah.
everybody's tuned into African music. Like even out here, if you go to the clubs, it's Nigerian music. So it's big right now. But I mean, for an upcoming art, it's not really easy. Especially if you're out there in Nigeria trying to push your music.
Yeah.
It require a lot of. If you're independent, it's even more difficult. It require a lot of hard work, which I think every artist should have. It require a lot of
Yeah.
trying to network with a lot of people. And then from my own experience, you meet people, you play your songs to them, they're like, oh wow, I like the song. They could make promises, promises never get kept. So you go to the radio stations to like, put your song out there. It's like exorbitant prices sometimes, that if you're an upcoming artist, it would be very difficult for you to be able to come up with this kind of money. So I think for me, like Nigerian music should get to the point where it would give independent artists the platform to be able to put that music out there based on merit, not just based on who you know and how much you can offer the radio stations or the TV stations. Because the prices are
Yeah.
ridiculous, I'd say to you, to be honest, yeah. And it doesn't give you that avenue to be able to push your music. And sometimes it just makes you feel like it's even worth it doing this, because at the end of the day, it's just art. I mean, you're trying to make money from it, but you're trying to like, give your art to the people. There should be like a platform to be able to
Yeah.
put that out without you being, it's like an
Yeah.
extreme
Yeah. Yeah.
budget for it. But thank God for social media these days. Like you can literally like promote your songs without without these people. But it's gonna be I think it has to be together, like radio, TV, social media. It should all be able to work. So, but these days, a lot of artists are going on social media and just promoting their music. So yeah,
Anything on
but
social
definitely
media.
like
Okay.
like
So
and the good thing with social media is like like you could put a song out there, it might not be popping, but maybe in the next year or 2 years, boom, something could happen. The song is popping. Like I'll give an instance. This guy now, what's his name? The guy with the Love 113 song.
oh
Pardon me if
yeah,
I've
what's his
forgotten his name
name?
now. CK, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
CK, yeah,
yeah,
CK song was dropped in like 3 years ago, right? And now it's
yeah,
like it's doing miracles right now. So you just never know.
yeah,
But what you have to do is put the music out there, and then you never just know. It could definitely happen.
yeah, yeah. So do you have like any role models that you actually look up to or that you respect so much in the industry?
Well, I would say like I respect every artist. Every artist that I know that I've come in contact with, like they're my role models. As long as you're
Yeah,
doing music, and if I enjoy your music, I consider you a role model. So I wouldn't like point our fingers to that person, because I listen to a lot of music, right? So if your music
yeah,
appeals to me, I would love to yeah, I want to learn a thing or two from what you do and how you do it. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's a lot
Okay.
of people.
So
So if
aside
if we
from
start to have to like point our names, it will take all night.
uh,
That was good, bro.
yeah,
Yeah, say that. Connection is really crappy.
no, no, what happened? Okay. I just accept your request now, so hopefully you can come. Just accept. I don't know what happened to the connection anyways in the beginning, but I just sent you a request. Let me know if you're back here. But I'm trying to board you on again. Okay, says I already asked you to join. Okay, you're back on.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry about that. Connection is
No, no, no
really
problem at
crappy.
all. No problem at all. Yeah, no
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
So what were you saying before? You're talking about role models. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. I was like, for me, I can't point out one person. Like, it's a lot of people. So if we have to do
Yeah, yeah,
like role
yeah.
models, it would take all night.
I understand.
Because if you're doing music, I respect you. And I definitely will give you your props because I know what it takes to write a song, go into the studio, record the songs, promote it. So as long as I know that you're doing music and your music is out there and it's good quality, I definitely you'll be like a role model for
Yeah,
me. So I can't really point out one person. Yeah, I think it would
I
be unfair
understand.
to if I
Okay.
point out one person and then the rest people. Yeah.
I like the way you think. That's actually really smart. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one will be if you were given an opportunity to change the music industry, either international or in the African community, what would you
Yeah.
change?
To be honest, I would like to trickle it down to Nigerian music industry because that's where like I
Okay.
feel like I belong to.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay,
for me,
cool.
like I was saying the other time, right? Like I just feel like young artists, upcoming artists should be given an opportunity to be able to show themselves of who they know, as long as the music is good, let the music be played off merit. If the music is good, let it be played. Like I'll give you an instance, right? When I recorded my
Yeah.
first song back in Kaduna, I took it to the radio station and I didn't have any money. I was just a college student. So I gave it to the guy I met. Adam Spee is his name. I don't know if he still works at the radio station, but Adam Spee, yeah. So I just gave it to him like, look, this is my music. I want you to play it. And he's like, I'm not giving you any guarantees, right? Like, if I listen to the music, if I like it, I'll play it. If I don't like it, I'll trash it. I said, all right, it's fine. As soon as I got back home, I heard my song on the radio. Obviously, he played it because it was good music. So I think upcoming artists should be given that opportunity to. But apart from that, I think every other thing is good. Like, that's just about. Just think opportunity is what I would say. Give the upcoming
Oh,
artists the
okay.
opportunities to be able to, yeah. And I think someone like Don Jazzy is doing it now because Don Jazzy, I see on the social media, he's just posting everybody. I don't
Yeah.
think anybody's paying him for it, so he's giving people the
Yeah.
platform. I think more people should do that as well.
Okay. Yeah. 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 Okay. So when it comes to performance, do you have like certain event that you perform at, or does you have to do it like as long as the payment is good? Yeah, I'm on.
To be honest, right? Like, I mean, of course, I want to pay at this point in my career, right? If it's a good event, if it's an event that would help me get closer to
People
my
to know you.
audience, I would perform at
Yeah.
I would be there. It's more putting myself out there than the money at this moment. I mean, I want the money, but at this
Yeah,
moment,
yeah.
it's just getting myself out there. Yeah. So I mean, I performed at pageantries. I've been at the Shrine at Celebration 2 years ago. I've been at clubs and at parties. I mean, even my friend is throwing a party, I'll perform at the party. It doesn't matter for me. It's just what I love to do.
Oh, okay. Okay. So if you were to feature with any Nigerian artist, who would that be in a song?
It's putting me into another. To be honest, right? Like a lot of them, man. A lot of them. A lot of people are doing
Okay, just pick
amazing music
someone.
these
I
days.
know you have a lot. Oh,
Okay. Okay. Of course, like the guys who are buzzing now, Wizkids, Davidos, the Burna Boy. Depends on the kind of song I want to do. You know,
yeah, yeah.
I might want to feature like Vector, like an MI, depending on what the song I'm doing. But these are the people like I would love to put on songs. Like obviously, it
Okay.
also give me like it would give me an exposure as well. Like if I have someone like a Wizkid on my song, obviously
Yeah.
it would put me out to more fan base, right? So yeah, these guys that are popping right now, for sure, for sure.
Okay. Okay. And who would you say, ever since you started your music career, who would you say is your biggest supporter that motivates you? African parents, when you say you want to do music, they see it as a term of
Yeah.
being lazy or something like that. So what would you say is your biggest supporter that actually motivates you when you started this?
To be honest, when I started, I was my biggest supporter. To be honest, because
Really?
it's funny because because I mean, I'm not saying my family don't support me now, but at that time,
Yeah.
I had to be the one to tell myself that I wanted to do this. Because to be honest, like when I was writing songs, then my sister used to laugh at me. Like she would laugh at my songs. She just didn't know I was going to take this serious.
Yeah, yeah.
And for my dad is supportive. Like as long as for me, he wanted me to finish school. And he
Yeah.
doesn't have any problem with what I do after, So he knew I was doing music in between. So I was able to finish like college, and then I went straight into my music. But even in college, I was doing music. So yeah, I have like my best friend. He's a big supporter. I have like a big bro. His name is George. He's also like someone who
Okay.
keeps telling me that I can do this. Don't, because there are times where you just feel like you want to give up, right? Like it's not working. You're recording a lot of
Oh,
songs. People are not getting to know you, because you just want these things to happen because you have the passion for it. But yeah, now I have people who support the music, but from the starting, I had to be the one to like galvanize myself to want to do this. And yeah, of course, like even my management team have also been big support because we've been grinding this for like close to 10 years now, I'd say. Yeah.
wow, wow, that's amazing. That's good. So far, how has the social media been really helpful for your career?
Social media. I mean,
Yeah.
look, social media is like big right now. Social media is big. Social media is big depending on how you want to use it.
I
Social media
mean,
can
if not for social
be,
media, I wouldn't have met you. I wouldn't have even known about your
yeah,
music
true
at
that,
all.
true. Yeah, that's true.
Honestly,
A lot of people got in touch with my music through social media. Even though I have my music playing in Nigeria, like I have them on TV and stuff. But social media has been like that one place because when I dropped my single Miami Nights in 2 years ago, it was through social media. Like I hadn't even put out like a video, and I put that visual out, and my music got as far as to the US. People were calling me, people were texting me like, they love the music and all. So yeah, social media has been big. I've met a lot of amazing people, producers, uh, videographers, even promoters as well of social media. But for me,
oh,
I try to separate my personal life from social media.
social
Like,
media.
yeah, like social media is strictly my music. Like I post stuff about my music. I talk about, music. I sometimes would go a little bit political with my social media because I really want like the average Nigerians to become aware of their political scene, especially back home in Nigeria.
Yeah,
But you
yeah.
don't really catch me doing a lot of my personal life on social media. because I don't
That's good.
like to live a controversial life. Like you can see what's going on right now in Nigeria. It's like a lot of controversies, and that's not something that, especially from my upbringing, it's not something that I'm cut out for. So social media is just my music, promote my music. It's a blessing for me, I'd say. I'm still learning the ropes. I'm not perfect with it yet, you know. So there are a lot of stuff that I'm still learning, and yeah, with time, I think I'll get better with it.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, 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 cool. So we're gonna move a bit from. Did you hear the question?
Let me get it again.
Okay, I said aside from we're gonna move away from music a bit. So I'll say peer pressure or
Yeah,
social media. Which would you say actually affect we youth these days?
I think even social media is also a form of, it's also a form of peer pressure, right? Like even on social media, people still get peer
You?
pressure.
Because no,
So
would you put it that
yeah,
way?
yeah, yeah. Because like yeah, for sure. Because this is how I think about it, right? Like people nowadays, like even kids, you know, they act off what they see on social media. So that's like still pressure. You know, like you could see like a 16-year-old kid having like 1 million followers doing their stuff on their social media, and then it's a pressure on people. Like they want to have more followers. Like it's almost like life is based off the amount of followers that you have, you know. So there's a lot of
Okay,
pressure on social media as well, and it's still peer pressure
okay,
because you will meet up with your peers on social media. So I
okay,
think both ways it depends on how you allow it to affect you. Like if you're grounded,
yeah,
social media is supposed to be a blessing. Even your peers, even your friends around you are supposed to be a blessing, not people who would push you into negative things. I would say, you know, if your friends are pushing you, it should be towards positive things. So for you, you have to be able to think for yourself first
yeah.
before you go into, friendship, relationship, and stuff like that as well. It's like you can easily get influenced by the things that you see and stuff like that. So it depends on how you handle it.
Okay.
So I always tell people to, like, learn to think for yourself, learn to grow your own mind, and then you can conquer any situation that you are. Social media, out there with friends, the real world, it doesn't really matter. Ooh, I'm sorry, I didn't. Uh, maybe I'll just jump out and come back.
Oh yeah, did you hear what I said? Um, I don't know if I'm the one breaking up or if it's from your side. Anyways, I am gonna be right here. Oh, you left again. Okay, there you go. I just accept you. You should be on in 2 minutes. Why is this there? I accept. Yeah, go live. Anyways, guys, while I'm waiting. Okay, can you hear me now?
Okay, I really have to apologize. I don't know what the situation is, but yeah, I'm back. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect. I can hear you too. So sorry about that. Yeah. So what was the
No, no
question?
problem at all. The question was,
Yeah,
you were
I
invited
was
to.
gonna, I was gonna ask you. Sorry to cut you off. Like I think
Yeah.
you probably have like a different opinion from mine with the social media and peer pressure thing.
Oh, the only thing was that I just feel like peer pressure is like because your peers, you're among your friends, and not every single one of your friends are on social media. So, but then when you explain it as well, so I kind of feel like everything comes together vice versa, anyways. So it's grand.
Yeah, definitely. I think so as well.
Yeah.
I think so.
hmm So you were invited to an event to talk to the youths. What would
Yeah.
be the first thing you would say about?
Okay. I think for me, I would the first thing I would have to tell them is believe in yourself. You know, it's so easy for
Yeah.
you to get carried away, you know, to get lost in the
Yeah.
process. Whatever it is that you're doing, you could get lost in the process. So always believe in yourself. Always have like a goal and vision, and always don't be afraid to dream, right? Like for me, I used to I would always daydream sometimes. Like even before I got into this situation, I always daydream. I always daydream seeing myself performing in front of crowds. I always daydream seeing myself like going on tour and doing all this stuff. And dreams do happen. Like trust me, like I'm a product of my dreams. Like because nothing has really been handed over to me. So never be scared to dream. Always work hard. You know, stay off drugs. Trust me, stay off drugs. Make sure that if you into the spirituality thing, if you know like you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, you know, hold on to what you believe in. Um, Stay strong because the world is not supposed to be a friendly place for you. It's supposed to be like a jungle where you have to grind, you have to battle. So you have to be strong.
Yeah.
Make sure you stay
Yeah.
loyal to the people who love you. No matter what the situation is, loyalty is key. Uh, Make sure you stay grounded as well. Like, you know, don't get to a point where your success starts to get into your head and then, you know, you cut off certain people out of your life or you don't become accessible to your fans or your friends. You know, as difficult as that could be, you
That's
know,
the
always
mistake
make sure
I
you find.
know. Like, once we make the money, we just forget our backgrounds.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a problem to cut people off, right? But make sure you're not cutting the right people out of your life.
Then how do you know?
If you know
How do you
me,
know this is the right
the
person?
right
This is the
people.
wrong person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because life situation is gonna bring people to you. Like you would know your people through situations, you know, like and for me, like I always give people like a second chance. But I get to a point where I see like, okay, if this is a consistent side of your life, I could cut you off.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'll cut you off whereby, you know, I don't want to say hello to you, but there's certain
Yeah.
aspect of us being together that's not going to be there anymore. So learn how
Gonna be
to
boundaries.
pick your, yeah, there has to be a boundary. Learn how to pick your circle. Learn how to pick your friends. Be accessible to people. Be kind to people. The world needs a lot of kindness. I mean, be kind to people. Be kind to your environment. You know, be
Yeah.
kind to humanity. Because yesterday I was talking to this cab driver. Right, I was in this taxi, and the guy was just telling me how he thinks like we've lost touch with humanity, and I really shared with his ideas. Like I think these days we are so much into having so much for ourselves and we've lost touch of humanity. Like before, when I was growing up, people showed more kindness. You know, people it was easy for people to go into people's house. There was people could easily trust people. I could easily come to your
Yeah.
house and eat a meal. These days, if I'm going to your house, I'm thinking, oh shit, like I hope she's not going to have something in my food. You know, it's like there's no
Yeah.
trust, there is no real love. People are not being
True.
honest these days, and I think that we should go back to that side of life where we treat each other as humans first before anything else, because I think that's why we're on this planet.
That's why I asked you that. How do you know the right friends as well? Because sometimes you could get the
How
wrong
do you know the right?
friends,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah, yeah, yeah. To
and
be
they act,
honest, right,
they come
would get
guys to you
you
as
would get
well.
you would get the wrong friends, but sometimes you are usually attract what you are. Some of the times, I'm not saying all the
True.
time. Sometimes you would attract
Yeah.
people who are like similar to you. Okay. Sometimes you could attract people
Mm-hmm.
who are not. So let's say, for instance, you're like you're a good guy. I don't use the word good guy because I mean it's relative. Let's say you're just a person, right? And then you come in contact with someone who's not vibrating on your energy, who's giving you like a different side of you. You would know.
Yeah.
It might take a bit of time, but you would know. If you're very, very conscious and you're very sensitive, you would know when someone is not like, this is not my person. A lot of
Mm.
situations are going to present itself to you that you have to be conscious enough to know, like, I don't think this person is someone I can. Because for me, when I pick out friends, I'm thinking of someone that I can be together for a long time. Like my best friend right now, right? We've been friends since forever. Like it's been like 20 years of friendship. So like that's how I see friends. So if I call you my friend, obviously you
Mm-hmm.
have to be someone that I can really, really bank on. I can trust that this person has my back and I also have their back.
Yeah.
Come rain, come
Yeah.
sunshine. So it's not about keeping a lot of people. It's about keeping people who are true to you, who are loyal to you, who will be there for you
Exactly. Yeah.
regardless, up time, down times, they're always there. So yeah, you would know eventually if you're with the wrong crowd, you would know. I'm a very social person, but not everyone is my friend.
Yeah. I
But I'm cool
understand
with a
that.
lot of people, yeah. So
Okay. So as a musician, right, we get a lot of musicians that say, "Oh, would you say your own career affects your relationship when it comes to relationship as a musician? Because these days
you
you
mean
see
like
like
my
musicians,
love life or like relationship in general?
exactly, yeah, love life. Because you see a lot of musicians, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe like after a few months and now, break up. Would you say your career has
I
an
mean,
impact
you
or
know,
affect?
like musicians are always tagged with being like extravagant when it comes to women, when it comes to,
Yeah,
they always say that, right? But I'm not gonna come here and preach like I'm the saint. I'm not.
yeah, yeah, true,
But
true.
yeah, but I mean, when I've been in like my relationships, have not been affected by music, to be honest. No,
So you've
because my
never been
partner
judged by a
knows.
woman, let's say you're a musician and they were like,
No.
I don't
I have been judged.
know.
Like I've met people. Like I've met like in the past. Like I've met people who maybe I have interest in them, and then they're like, no way, you're an artist. I don't want to come close. So yeah, I've been. But I mean, it's always good to judge people
Okay,
from who they are and not what they do. You know.
okay,
So yeah, there is a negative side to it, but I don't think personally for me, it's not really affected me that much. This hasn't really
okay,
affected me that much. Yeah, I think I've
okay.
been able to control my personal life and then music life. It's like when you go to work, like you say, if you work in the bank, you go to the
Yeah,
bank, you do your job, you come back home, you build your family. So music and personal life is two different things for me.
okay, okay. I'm gonna ask you this question. When it comes to
Okay,
friends with benefits, would you accept that offer?
friends with
Yeah.
well, to be honest, right? Like I'm not cut down for that. But this is what I'm gonna say
Okay.
though.
You're the first
I
guy
think
I ever have that will say yes, that will say I'm not caught down for it. I don't know
oh,
why
you're the
you're
first
so.
person.
Hey, you're the first
Oh
guy.
wow. I'm not cut down for. I mean, at this time of my life, I'm not cut down for that because what the question is, what is the benefit? Whatever
Mm-hmm.
benefit you want to give to me is I can get it from a proper relationship. So if I'm single, I'm single, and if I'm in a relationship, I'm in a relationship. But this is what I'm going to say though. Like, if I think when it comes to relationship, we should be honest enough to tell our partners what we want. Don't
Yeah,
want to be friends with benefit with someone and tell them you want to be in a relationship with them.
yeah.
And don't want to be in a relationship with someone and say you want to be friends to benefit with them. So always be truthful with what you want, and always lay that out so that if eventually, if even there's a breakup, you
Mm-hmm.
guys can say, okay, this is what we wanted, this is what I got out of it. Like I don't like messy breakups, to be honest. So I'm always like upfront with people with what I want. So friends to benefit at this moment in my life, no, it's a no, to be
Yeah,
honest.
just like you said about messy pickup, because you could be useful for each other in the future. You never know. But if you end on a good note, I
Yeah,
always
like
think it's good.
I tell people like a lot of my exes. I mean, we're friends. Like we still talk, we still keep in touch. Like if I see them, we're cool. It's never. It doesn't have to be that bad. You know, there's always a
Because I
relationship
always
that can be kept.
think that doesn't mean the end of the world.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't
Because
be because
yeah, yeah.
I try to stay positive with my exes. I said if they're not cool down for that, right? And then, but I also
Yeah,
respect
yeah,
the boundary. If I'm in a new relationship, you know, I try not to be,
yeah,
you know, texting like
exactly.
my ex, like,
Yeah,
and if they're in their own situation as well, I try not to bother them. But if it's a hey, hello, how are you doing? How's life with you? Yeah, we do that a lot.
cool. Yeah. Okay. So, any future plan for your music career? Either do you like have a plan maybe to focus on just singing, or maybe to focus on just rapping, or maybe everything together?
Uh, well, I mean, I have been doing singing and rapping for a while, so that's just my style. So I really don't think that's gonna change anytime soon.
Okay.
I feel comfortable doing both of them. But for future plans, though, I have a project coming out pretty soon. It's like
Okay.
an EP.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be dropping pretty soon. The EP means so much to me, right? Because I think last year, the year before, like my political consciousness kind of changed a little bit. Like I became aware of the country, the situation, where I think that country should be. So this project is more conscious, right? Like you would listen to me talking about the things that happened in Nigeria. Because during the NSAS
Okay.
protest, which is about to be like a year old now, I was
Yeah.
protesting with a couple of my friends, you know. So I saw firsthand all the things that went down. So this EP is gonna have like a lot of conscious music coming out because people know me, like people from the past know me to sing songs about girls, to sing like good vibration songs. I mean, I used to sing like conscious songs, but I think like my consciousness has, you know, stepped up a little bit. So I want to put that in the music and give it to the people and see how they feel because I feel like I need to use my music to teach the people, you know, to also speak to the world to tell them what we're experiencing back in the country. So I have like an EP coming out. I have like 2 videos shot already from that EP. So there'll be more like 2 visuals coming up. Uh, yeah, I also have plans of dropping more singles in the future. Like yesterday, I was in the studio. Like I recorded a new song yesterday, which is a song that I'm feeling like I enjoyed recording that song yesterday. So there will be a lot of songs coming out. I also just got a distribution deal. So that's going
Oh,
to help me put my music.
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much. So I'll be putting my music out like a lot now. I got this
Oh, that's
distribution
great.
deal with this company in the US. So it's like it's positive time for me. So now it's just for me to stay grinding, you know, put my head down and just work some more and try to, you
Yeah.
know, build my fan base as much as possible, you know. So yeah, that's just a immediate plan for me at the moment.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming. I really, really
Thank you so
appreciate
much,
you. You're
Yewande,
so
for having me.
humble.
Do I call you Yewande or do I call you Wendy? I don't know.
Whichever one you want to call me, honestly. The Wendy is just for,
Okay.
the white people here, because my name got
Oh
murdered
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah,
many
yeah, yeah,
times.
yeah,
So,
yeah, 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 yeah.
I just had to say
True.
Wendy. Right.
Yeah. So how long have you
But
been in Ireland for?
yeah, I'm going to 12 years now.
Wow.
Going to 12 years now. Yeah.
Have you been
I
to
left
Nigeria
Nigeria
like
since I
you
left.
haven't been back? Yeah.
No, I haven't been to Nigeria since I left.
You don't have plans of going back. We need people like you
Not,
to help us fix that country, you know.
not at the moment. Not at the moment. Maybe
Yeah.
when, when the old man that we have now, when he left, maybe when the young ones come on, they change the country.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, we are the ones that I mean, we are the ones that should be changing it. So, but I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
hopefully we're going to get our opportunity to do that, and then we can all go back and give our own quota to the country because obviously we all want the country to be better.
And one thing, there is no place like home, to be honest with you.
Definitely, definitely, for sure.
No matter where you are, you will always
Yeah,
think about home. There's no place like
definitely,
home.
definitely, definitely.
because Nigeria is always bubbling and all. But abroad, everyone is just like work back home and not. Social life is not like the way it is back home in Nigeria. I'm pretty sure you
Yeah, I
can
guess
tell
so.
us.
I guess so. I guess so. I guess so. Definitely. Like here is like, you go
Yeah,
do your job, you come back. I mean, you can always catch up with your friends on the weekend, but it's like in Nigeria, you can always catch up with your friends like every other day. And I mean, you should feel free in your country, but sadly enough, that wasn't the case when I left Nigeria. It was like, you got a lot of profiling going on. The crime rate was high. So it's just a lot of negativity that was going on at the time that, I mean, we don't want to be talking about this moment, but I know
yeah,
people know what's going on in the country, but yeah, we definitely want everything to get better with time. But I think you have to be a conscious effort for the country to get better, I think
yeah,
so. And yes, I
yeah.
really want to use this medium to like, say a big shout out to everyone who like were involved with the NSAS movement, last year. It was a lot of energy from the youths. I'm really proud of everyone who was involved. The people who lost their lives, even though they keep saying no one lost their life. I know people lost their lives. The people who lost their life, my sympathies to the family. I hope that their death is not going to be in vain, and hopefully the country is going to get better soon.
Yeah, that's all. So, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate you.
Thank you
I
so
know
much, Wendy,
it's
for
8
having
o'clock
me.
it's not now. Isn't it 9 or probably 10? I
Nah,
don't know.
it's almost 9. It's almost 9 p.m. here. I just
No,
got back
9,
home and
okay.
I joined the live, anyways. Yeah.
Because I was trying not to keep you for too long because I'm like, in case you're coming back
No,
from
no, no,
work
no,
or
no, no.
something, and you.
No, it's okay. I really have fun. I hope that we
Oh,
can do
thank
this
you.
some more. Hopefully, when my EP drop, I would love to come here and share the music with the people.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
So yeah,
sure. Just send me a text. Yeah, sure.
yeah. So big shout out to everyone who joined, from my followers, friends, and from yours. Big shout out to everyone from Ireland, here in Dubai, back home in Nigeria, the US, everywhere. I really appreciate the fact that you guys have been supporting. Thank you for listening to the music every time that I share it. And I'm always grateful for the comments. I'm really open. You can always text me on my social media platforms. I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to ideas. I'm open to features as well. So if you want to do music with me, you can always hit me up. And yeah, thank you so much for having me, Wendy. I really appreciate it. I had fun, and I hope we do this sometime again soon.
Yeah, we
Even though
will
even though I'm
definitely.
really really sorry, I don't know what was wrong with the connections today, but
Oh, no, that's
hopefully
no
next
worries
time,
at
isn't
all.
it?
That used to happen. That is no worries at
Yeah,
all.
yeah, 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 yeah,
We can't
yeah.
talk.
But yeah.
So thank you so
Yeah,
much,
thank you
and I'll
so
see
much
you
for
soon.
having me. I appreciate it. Yeah, cheers. Bye
No
now.
problem. Thank you.
All right, all right,
Bye. Thanks so much.
bye.
Bye. Okay, guys. Thank you everybody for joining, and this is the end of this video. Next week, I'm going to be joined by. Don't let me say his name anyways. You guys remain essay. Okay, thank you guys, and bye.